Let's be real for a moment. We all hear the word equality and it sounds great, till it's time to take on real responsibility. Until it's time to lift something heavy. Till it's time to stay calm in a storm, protect, build, or sacrifice. Suddenly, that ideal of equality can feel a little one-sided. And here's a thought-provoking truth. Many women are drawn to the idea of equality, but not the full scope of what it entails. They're interested in the kind that brings comfort, not cost. The kind with privilege, not pressure. This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about looking at reality. Today we're going to explore why equality is sometimes celebrated more for its benefits than its burdens, and why understanding this dynamic can empower you to become stronger and more self-aware. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you might see the world in a completely new light. Welcome to Secrets to Growing Rich, where we explore not just financial growth, but also growth in mindset, in truth, and in personal power. Because if you can't see the game for what it is, you might find yourself playing by rules that weren't necessarily designed for your success. Let's start with something simple. When it comes to benefits, everyone is an equality champion. Equal pay, equal voice, equal opportunity. These are important conversations. But what about when it comes to burdens risk? Accountability, responsibility? Sometimes the conversation gets quiet. Ask yourself this: why do men historically make up the majority of workplace fatalities? Are certain dangerous industries like construction, resource extraction, and emergency services still predominantly male? Why is there often a societal expectation for men to shoulder financial risks or take the lead in providing? It's because deep down our traditional roles have limits. People naturally want the upside of equality, but not always the full responsibility that comes with it. And the truth is, society functions because millions of people, men and women, quietly contribute and sacrifice behind the scenes, often with no spotlight, no social media applause, just a sense of duty. Here's where it gets interesting. When a man faces a setback, society might say, he needs to be stronger. When a woman faces a setback, society might say, the system failed her. If a man works long hours, he might be seen as distant or neglectful. If a woman does the same, she's often praised as ambitious and empowered. These different expectations aren't new, but it's helpful to be aware of them. Media and cultural narratives can sometimes thrive on outrage, not nuance. And the louder that outrage gets, the easier it is to get distracted from what really matters: who's building, who's producing, and who's creating real value in the world. True equality shouldn't be about shifting blame, it should be about shared accountability. But accountability isn't always trending, because it's not always comfortable. Nowhere is this clearer than in dating and relationships. Many people say they want a 50-50th partnership, but watch what happens when a difficult situation arises. When the car breaks down on a dark road, or when a sense of danger appears. Traditional instincts often kick in, and the idea of strict equality can take a back seat. Biologically, emotionally, and socially, men and women have beautiful, complementary differences. And pretending we are exactly the same can sometimes create resentment, not respect. Here's something worth considering. A woman often feels most secure with a man who can be a source of strength and protection. And a man often feels most fulfilled when he can lead, provide, and stand strong for his loved ones. That's not oppression, that's a reflection of our innate human design. Understanding that design is how you can thrive in both love and life. A person who understands roles, psychology, and balance doesn't complain about double standards. They navigate them with wisdom. They lead with confidence. The idea of equality sounds noble, but in practice, power and responsibility will never be perfectly equal at all times. Man often has to carry more weight in a given situation. And here's a hard truth. The world rewards those who carry that weight with grace and without complaint. When you stop seeking external validation, stop getting caught in arguments, and start focusing on mastering yourself, that's when your real power begins. You don't win by demanding fairness from the world. You win by becoming so capable, so emotionally grounded, and so focused that external unfairness becomes irrelevant. Because true wealth isn't measured in fairness, it's measured in freedom. And freedom comes from strength. Mental strength, emotional strength, financial strength. When you build that, you stop needing society to treat you equally. You start creating your own rules, your own table, your own world. So, the next time you hear women talking about equality, you might ask a gentle question. Are we talking about equal opportunity or just equal comfort? If you're ready to stop chasing validation and start focusing on your own drive and personal edge, then you're ready for the next level. Because while equality might sound fair, true power is earned. This is our journey of growth, where truth replaces trends and strength replaces excuses. Drop a comment if you're ready to focus on building yourself from the inside out, because the world doesn't owe you anything. And recognizing that is exactly where your freedom begins.